Toto. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Space.
I have a dream.
The final frontier.
The cosmos is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be.
Hi, neighbor.
Come with me.
What is it about transgression that makes desire so potent?
Open your eyes.
I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome to Paradigm. We're in an age of unprecedented exploration and knowledge. We need a vision, a shared vision. It's the key to our future. Across the generations, we've discovered time and time again that as humans, we're inadequate to this task. Our hope has been secured in a trust in some divine salvation. In a purely practical sense, think about it. This shared belief in a supreme good above and beyond ourselves has not only provided us with shared values and meanings, but it's also kept us striving forward with a sense of optimistic hope. It's allowed us to place our trust in one another, and this belief that this power above us is watching out for us, protecting us, and helping us means it's not all on us. But recent history has revealed the hypocrisy of our religious leaders and our political leaders, and the dangers of radical belief have become apparent to us in events like 9/11 and other tragedies. We've sown distrust between ourselves and our neighbors, and we've begun to question everything we once knew with conviction. And we live in a time where every headline seems to be screaming at us about how irreconcilably different we are. We need a voice to cut through the chaos and to give us hope. When I was young, my parents taught me that the truth is the truth. If you seek the truth with an open heart, you can find it. A lifetime of crazy adventures and huge mistakes has affirmed this in me time and time again. But I've also discovered that the truth is bigger than any one of us. Each of us can only see partially, as in a mirror darkly. And yet I've also discovered that each of us represents a unique and precious expression of the divine image. Our lives, each one of us, providing an indispensable insight for any master paradigm. I am convinced that if we want to get to the truth, we have to work together through what I call truth triangulation, standing on and around with our different perspectives on the truth and communicating with one another. So I'm on a mission to find fellow truth seekers, people of goodwill who want to strive to live by their better angels. Empowered by a firm belief that truth cannot contradict truth, I'm going to listen, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to question. I'm going to use a method that integrates the power of science with the values and wisdoms of philosophy and theology. I'm going to use those guiding principles to refine and organize the insights of each individual that I meet according to one unified master paradigm. That's my public service. That's the gift of this show to the world. This ordered system of consensus, of beliefs that we can all hold on to, will empower us to build a shared vision together. Quick side note, this show is never going to tell you what to think or believe. We're going to employ a different method of integrating philosophy and theology than what you may have grown up with or been used to. We're often presented with these philosophical terms from a destination perspective. I have arrived at the destination. I'm the master, you are the disciple. I will show you where you're wrong, and I'll convince you that my way of seeing the world is correct. No, we're going to do something different. We're going to do what I call journey theology. And the idea of journey theology is simple. You and I are both equals in the pursuit of truth. And so while we'll abide by the belief that truth can't contradict truth, meaning sometimes we'll have to agree to disagree, we're also going to be able to approach an unknown destination as explorers on a mission to find it together. In order to build a master paradigm out of all the many different perspectives, diverse as they are in our nation and our world, we're going to need some guiding principles, but these are effective guiding principles to discover the truth. First principle is humility. If we're going to be authentic, we need to learn to be internally and externally the same person, right? And that takes a lot of practice. We also, if we're going to seek the truth, need to understand the instrument with which we're doing the truth seeking. So self-knowledge is critical. And self-knowledge comes with having to confront our imperfections, our finite nature, our limitations, to confront the shadow aspect of ourselves that is selfish and not good. But we're also not going to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. We're going to have patience with ourselves and with others, particularly in the face of any misunderstanding that may crop up. On this show, disagreement isn't a source of tension. It's not a problem. In fact, disagreement is a gift. It's an opportunity to triangulate the truth, which is bigger than both of us. The second guiding principle is critical thinking. With the self-knowledge of humility comes a recognition that we're imperfect, so we need reliable tools to address the truth without bias. Tools like reason, logic, evidence, and a willingness to be wrong.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Trust but verify.
Trust everyone. Just don't trust the devil inside
And
them.
always be prepared to provide a reason for your belief. The third guiding principle is one of encounter. We're going out to meet you, to meet our neighbors, and to respect them for who they are, not to try and change them or tell them who to be, but meeting them where they're at. That means, like Planet Fitness, we're a judgment-free zone. Following the example of a personal hero of mine, Fred Rogers, we'll seek first to understand, trying to draw that circle of inclusion wider and wider with each new encounter. With patience, we can build a relationship of trust with one another, focusing on what unites us rather than on what divides us. And maybe we can have a little fun along the way. I mean, some of this might get heavy, deep, and real, but let's keep it light, you know? Remember to play, laugh, and have some fun with it. Lastly, generosity. If we want to embody hope, we need to put our money where our mouth is, literally. And that means part of our mission as a show is to give a lending hand to all those we meet, including and especially the poorest of the poor. This is all going to be made possible by you. Your donations are going to fill our coffers, and we will empty those out to the beautiful people that we meet who are in need. If things seem bleak right now, don't despair. We have way more in common than we think. I'm hoping this show can be a start. The ambition of trying to draw one master paradigm across our nation. It's audacious. But it's that kind of audacity that leads people to hope. And it's something I can't do by myself. I really have no claim or power on my own, but together we can do this. Your voice is a critical piece of that. So if you want to be a part of this show, you can be one of the hosts. In fact, every week we'll have a new host, and that's part of our encounter. We'll be coming to your neighborhood to meet you, to get to know what life is like on your street, on your side of the world. And you're going to teach us something really important. If you'd like to apply to be one of our guest hosts, click the link below. Remember also that we're coming into your neighborhood to give generously. So if there's somebody who is in your community who's in need, you can nominate them by clicking this link, which will take you to our donations page. As we fill up our coffers, once again, we're going to look for the people who need it the most to be recipients of that generosity. I'm Joe, and that's our show. And from all of us here at Paradigm, thanks for being you.